Stevie Boy said, Liverpool get offered good money for Elliott. I believe he's done as a Liverpool player. Look, I probably agree. I love Harvey Elliott. I love his attitude, but I would agree that there is probably a big drop-off there and that he hasn't convinced the manager. So, there are players who we may like on a personal level, but I can understand if Arne Slot moves the likes of Elliott on. I can understand if he moves Kwanzaa on. I can definitely understand the forwards and Jota and Darwin getting moved on if they do. The only one I think maybe took their chance today was Endo. I thought Endo was quite good when he played today. Mark Bell said, Slot justified why he doesn't pick some players. 100% agree with that, mate. Absolutely agree with that. And maybe that was his plan, Maybe he's shown the owners, there's a reason I don't play these players. Because whatever about the game against Plymouth where I fail, it's unfair to criticise players who are playing with a very, 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 very changed team. Today, the guts of the team are out there. Salah was on the pitch, Gakpo was on the pitch, Trent was on the pitch, Virgil was on the pitch, Ali was on the pitch. So there was certainly a better group of players there for those fringe players to make an argument to stay at the club. And they didn't. None of them except maybe Endo. And I say that with a heavy heart because I wanted Elliott to do well, but he didn't. Muckrab said, I think the midfield was too different. Also, the attack had an absolute howler. I will try Elliott, Maka, Gravenberch in one of the last two. I want full strength against Arsenal next week. So for me, next week I'd line up Alisson in goal, Bradley at right back, Robbo at left back, Kanade and Van Dijk in the centre back positions, Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai in midfield. And do you know what? I wouldn't even be against going Gravenberch, Endo and Maka in midfield. And then up top, Salah on the right, but I absolutely agree with everybody who said he didn't have a good game and hasn't been great in the last few weeks, but he did his business at the start of the season. Left-hand side, I go with Diaz again, and through the centre, I'd go Chiesa, but I probably think we'll see Gakpo left and Diaz through the centre. That's my guess. I thought Endo was good, though, today. Genuinely, I was really impressed with how versatile Endo was. We think of him as this deep-line player, but he was on the front foot and getting forward at times today. And I think it would be an interesting dynamic to throw him in with Gravenberch and Maka next week and see if he can do something a little bit further forward. Let Gravenberch sit deeper and give Endo a bit more license. I think that would be an interesting experiment. I want Elliott to play more, said Sipsco. I just don't think he's taking his opportunities when he does. I think a lot of people have said some variation of he's better coming off the bench than he is starting. And I think there is truth to that. But is that going to be enough to keep him at the club? Because there are times where he will have to start. Right, let's show you who your man of the match is. So, with 50% of the vote, and we've got almost 2,500 votes cast, the Anfield Agenda man of the match is Wataru Endo. So congratulations to him and thank you to everybody that voted as well. Don't forget, if you want your player ratings to be submitted in the player ratings video, you can do so with the link pinned to the top of the chat.